Well, what have we here? This is my newest pickup, and I know times are rough right now. Got this on the used market. Got a pretty good deal on it. We'll talk about all that. And we will talk about all the things that this can be used for. There's several different applications you can use an AR pistol like this for. You have a ton of capabilities with a personal defense weapon system such as this. Let's get it out and let's talk about it. And here it is, guys. Let me go over some of the things I like about this. I am going to tell you how much I have into it, some of the different applications that something like this is perfect for, that you could use, and different things that you could do with a weapon system such as this. Now, this did not come with this, which is a Sig Romeo 5, or with the Olight Odin. I added these two things myself. When I purchased this, I was told that it was new and unfired, and it did have the Springfield Armory red band around here. It had the plug in the magazine well here that was red and said Saint. And the magazine that comes with it, the PMag 30 round Gen 3, was still unopened in the soft side case. Now, it looked to me like it had never been used, but either way, doesn't make a difference at all to me if it was or if it was not. It was really clean and had all the stuff that comes with it on there, the little booklets and the little envelope that said Saint. So let's go ahead and talk about some of the things that I like about this right now. Okay, first let's start with the barrel. This is a 1 8 twist barrel, which is a pretty good compromise to be able to shoot a different variety of rounds for whatever you need. This is a 9.6-inch barrel, so it's right around that 10-inch mark, which is going to get you good velocity. Even with a short barrel, those rounds are going to do what they're designed to do, especially when you use the right loads in this pistol. Now, the barrel is also melanite coated, which I really like. Melanite coating is something that adds to the durability of it when you use it and you shoot through it. It makes it last longer, and it also is very, very highly corrosion resistant. It's melanite coated on the inside as well as the out. The upper and lower is forged 7075 T6 aluminum, so you've got a very, very durable, good, high-quality aluminum upper and lower on there as well. The bolt carrier group is an M16 full auto bolt carrier group. It is 158 Carpenter steel, and it is also melanite coated as well for durability. It does have the AccuTite tensioning system, where if you split the upper and lower, there is a screw in here, and if there's any play between your upper and lower, if it rocks from side to side right here where the gap is, you can adjust that screw, and it will give you a surface that is going to be like one monolithic unit. Once you close and lock the upper and lower together, it'll be like it's all one piece, and there will be no movement at all. That's a very good system, the AccuTite screw that's inside of the lower receiver. They have a contract with the BCM gun company that makes AR-15s, and they use the BCM, this is called the PMCR handguards. This does have heat shields in it, which is really an important thing to have. It won't let the heat transfer over to your hands if you're doing rapid fire or shooting a lot of rounds. It also does have the M-lock system, as you can see here, where I have my sling swivel stud here. I did also add the Larry Vickers Blue Force Gear sling. If you're wondering why it's set up in the configuration that it's in, it is because I do shoot left-handed. The handguard also features a hand stop right here, which I find really handy, and it's a reference point if you pull this gun up quick and in a hurry and you need it, or you're in a low light situation, you can just easily find this with your hand when you pick it up, and you know right where to index your hand off of. It's very important, a hand stop like that. It's not just a safety thing, so your hand doesn't go too far forward on these short barrels. It is also a great quick reference guide to have your hand where it has to be, even in pitch blackness. Also, it has the BCM Gunfighter Mod 3 pistol grip. Now, like I said, guys, this stuff is coming from factory. They have a contract with BCM to use parts. This does weigh 5.5 pounds unloaded, so it is nice and lightweight as well. This does come with a nickel boron trigger group. Springfield Armory doesn't come out and say this, but the nickel boron trigger group that's in here is the same one you'll find on BCM's website that you can buy. It's a GI style nickel boron trigger group. It's the same one that's in here, but they do not give claim to this being a BCM in their rifle. But I would bet it is, since they already have a contract with them anyway. This does have the Sba3 brace. I really like this brace. It did not come on there from factory. The guy I got this off of did put it on there, and let me show you how this works a little bit. You just push in, and you have 3 different positions that you can put this brace out to for whatever you need. Very smooth, very positive, just like that. I really like this Sba3 arm brace. Up until this time, guys, I had never handled a Springfield Armory Saint, and I really am impressed with some of the quality things. The safety selector is very nice and crisp, like I don't find on a lot of entry-level ARs. And just the fit and the finish of the lower and the upper, I am very impressed with. Now let's talk about some of the capabilities of this weapon. So right now I do have a loaded PMag in there. The reason you can't see through the window that it's loaded is because this is Hornady Tap with the black cased ammunition. So let me go ahead and pull that out of there, and I'll show you something else. Since this is a small package that's lighter weight than something bigger and longer, what you can do and still run pretty well and easily would be to take 2 PMags like this, and you could run them in there like that. Now, even though it does add extra weight, you still can maneuver this pretty good because you're starting out with a light system to begin with. I wanted to go as light as I could go. I went with the smaller Olight, the Odin, not the full size. And here's where I saved a ton of weight. Right here is on this optic. This optic is only a couple ounces. It's a Sig Romeo 5, my preferred optic. Now, if you guys are going to run these clamped together with a Magpul clamp, I suggest that you run it like that. Reason being, if you run it like this, even though you can get to your mag release right there to change it out, I would rather have it to where nothing is around the mag release, and when you empty this mag, it's free right here, and you can just come up and you don't even have to really look, and you can hit that mag release and then come over and then load your second mag like that. So that's how I would do it. So one of the first and foremost best #1 advantages of having a firearm such as this is the ease and ability to maneuver this thing throughout rooms in a home. There is a lot of cases where a home invasion happens with more than one person. They want to bring backup. They want to bring people with them. They're scared to go into a home alone, so they bring a couple of their buddies with them. Now, it doesn't always have to be that there's going to be more than one person. Even if there's one person, a weapon system like this is still great to have. But you have the ability to have a white light, a nice red dot, and then you have 30 rounds on you to fend off whatever is coming into your home that wasn't invited. That's one of the biggest advantages of a pistol like this. Now with me, I run the Sba3 out 2 clicks. 1, 2. That's how I run it. If I do put this to my shoulder, I like an AR to be in close and tight, and that also works at an advantage when you're in close quarters. So any kind of a home close quarter scenario, this would be great for, as well as in a vehicle. Why in a vehicle? Because it's your right. Now do check with your local laws and things, and do remember, this is classified as a pistol. So anybody that has a permit to carry a pistol, you could carry this as well, but always check with your local laws before you do anything like this. But the reason this is nice to be able to have availability to in the vehicle is because you have a right to, if you need or think you need, or you just want to. You can do it just if you want to. I am going to order a carrying case for this, guys. It's really neat. you guys are really going to enjoy the carrying case that I'm getting for this, and I'll do a video when that comes in. Inside of a vehicle, it's the same scenario. Close quarters, easier to maneuver, easier to pick up from the floorboard or wherever you have it inside of a vehicle. You don't ever want to go in places though and leave this locked in the vehicle, because you're going to have some fun telling the cops, hey, somebody just stole an AR-15 out of my vehicle and it wasn't locked up and they just broke a window and now some criminal has my gun. You're not going to want to do that. So you're going to want to make sure that wherever you go, this thing is secured. And some examples of that would be like, let's say you're traveling to friends that live a couple hour drive away. When you get to your friend's house, you just take this out of the vehicle with you and you go into their house and you secure it there. And then when you leave, you put it back in the vehicle with you. So just because you want to run a system like this in your vehicle doesn't ever mean it has to be unsecured and left with the vehicle when you're not there. Also, this is something that I ordered as well, and I really like it. I got the recommendation from Reed Hendricks from Valor Ridge Training. This is the Chinese Type 63 chest rig. And I really like it, guys. It holds 5 magazines. They are unloaded right now. I've been doing some fitting with it. I just got it a few days ago. I've been doing some fitting and things with it and getting it adjusted to where I need it. So biggest advantage of this, it lays flat, close to the body, and doesn't have anything that you don't need. You can go prone with it. It's not in the way. It's not cumbersome. And Reed said that he has had rigs that costed $400, and he still likes this better. And I paid $24 shipped to get this just off a random seller on eBay. So it's really heavy-duty material. It almost feels like a Carhartt coat, the material. It just feels really heavy-duty. And let me show you guys the back. What it was the Chinese were using this for their SKS mags when they use this. But I'll show you the back here. It does have like a rubberized feeling thing right here. It really feels heavy-duty. But what this does is it makes it snag to your clothing kind of, so it doesn't flop and brush around. It's not like a silky material. This feels like there's grip, almost like a pocket holster material, like a rubbery type feeling. This will keep it close to your body and in tight. Now I'm going to get some clips for the back straps so I can clip it behind me. But I really like this, guys. It's heavy duty. And for $24, there's nothing more that I would need. I also have this in the vehicle with this. Now, keep in mind, this is depending on what you do and what you think you're going to need this for. But you could have this in the home or in a vehicle, and you could grab this, throw it over a shoulder even, and take off with your personal defense weapon. And then when you get a chance, you could actually put this on. This chest rig only takes a couple seconds to throw on, and I really am pleased with it. I will insert a picture right now of me wearing that chest rig for you. I also wanted to let you know how much I have into this. If you recall the previous picture I put up of the AR in the case, as it came like that, I have $700 into this AR-15 pistol. So there you go, guys. Let me know what you think of my new PDW Springfield Armory Saint. I'm going to give you a couple close-ups, but I just love it. And I'm very happy to have this thing. And let's go ahead and look at the lower receiver here. This is one of the smoothest feeling safeties on a stock AR that I've felt. You know, that wasn't no like high-end BCM or Daniel Defense or Noveski or some of the other ones. Of course, Knights Armament. There's the logo. It's imprinted down into the material. I don't mind it. It's not a big deal. Some guys don't like it. At least it's not colored any color. This is 5.56 NATO on the door here. I like that. You can see there's no markings on the shell ejector here. Guy says he didn't fire it. Either way, doesn't matter to me. These things will last longer than you and your kid put together when he grows up. So, but yeah, there it is, guys. There's the Odin on there. Perfect for where my hand would be. Let me back this up and show you guys. Hand against the hand stop. Thumb is right there. Perfect position. I just have it mounted over the top. Right there, there's Picatinny rail section right here for either a sight or this. And of course my SIG Romeo 5. All right, guys, let me know what you think. DOF is Eva and Agar, out.